It's Wednesday afternoon up on the plot and we are now nuts deep into August. Today I've mostly been picking vegetables and yeah, it seems like that's all there is to do on the plot at the moment, and keep them watered because we haven't had any rain. Just looking at the sky now, it's just clear blue sky, hardly any clouds. So it's just about coming up here, watering as much as I can, which I haven't been doing, to be honest, and picking vegetables, like I said. Anyhow, it's been a while, so I'll just give you a quick plot tour. Come on, I know you're excited about it. Alright, first up are my onions. I've pulled most of them out of the ground now, as you can see. And mixed results. A couple of big ones, medium-sized ones, and small ones. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with those. All grown from sets, a mixture of Sturron and Stuttgarter Giants. To be honest, I won't bother with Stuttgarter Giants next year. I'll just stick to the good old Sturrons, which are these ones here. My garlic. May not look like much, but I'm really happy with these. Some of them are a decent size. I put them into the ground really late, in April, and they should have been in probably in January. But that's my first semi-decent successful attempt at growing garlic, so you know, not massive, but I'm happy with those. As you can see, the sweet peas have been going crazy. I haven't been able to pick these fast enough, and they're starting to go to seed. But if I pull these seed heads off, it should con the plant into thinking there's still more growing time, which there is, and hopefully not go to seed. Anyhow, later on today I'll be picking as many of these off as I can. So yeah, I'll definitely be trying sweet peas again. Okay, let's have a wander around here. The dahlias. Not doing too bad. 2, 4, 5 semi-decent flowers on there. The old lupin's finally given up the ghost for this year, and I'll be attempting to grow my own seed, as you can see here, and Mick Watson's seed that he kindly donated to me a couple of weeks ago. Poor old sunflowers are looking a bit tired now. They probably needed more water than they got. It's been fairly dry this year on the plot, not much rain. That's what's left of the broad beans. They're all drying away in the husks, in the shells. Let's go for that one there. Let's try and do it one-handed. There you go. Bunyard's exhibition seeds. 3 in that pod there. That I'll dry out and use for next year. The peas, as you can tell, aren't looking the best. Well, they've gone over and just need ripping out. I didn't do very well on the peas this year. They grew okay, but then seemed to go over really quick. So yeah, the peas weren't a success this season. French climbing beans. I can't pick these fast enough. They just grow and grow and grow and grow and produce and produce. After a while you become sick of French climbing beans. My butternut squash, miles behind everybody else's, but I didn't think I'd even get this, so it's going to stay in the ground, and if I get something, then, well, that's a bonus. But flower bed, you're looking at petunias, weeds and marigolds. They've done quite well this year. Sunflower up the back there. I've started, I might dig some potatoes up today actually, we'll have a look. I've started clearing the potato bed of the shoots at the top. There you go. So these three, might do a test dig later on. Carrots, okay. Little gem lettuce went to seed. Whenever they go like this, they always remind me of a cover of a Yes album. You know, just very psychedelic and surreal looking vegetation. So yeah, they've gone to seed. Those 3 or 4 dwarf French beans, they've come on. They'll be producing soon. Under the nets, oh, don't get me going, brassicas. I said I'd never do brassicas again, but my dad came up and planted these. A row of beetroot. My sweet candle carrots, which I've been taking, which have been fantastic this year. Not many left. Right, my attempt at leeks. I put them in so late. I only put them in about 2 weeks ago, so, you know, I don't think I'm going to get much. Those are the parsnips. I've got high hopes for those. I reckon when I pull those out, I'm going to get a couple of big ones. A bit like Excalibur drawing the sword from the stone. That's what I'm hoping for anyhow. And this area here was where the onions were. In fact, I have that onion there. Started to go to seed inside, you can see. There. Like a sword. Anyhow. More brassicas under that netting that my dad has planted. Let's just get out of the way. These are really late planted. I think pumpkins. My dad's put them in. He just needed to get rid of them. They probably won't come to anything because, you know, we're just too late in the season, but, you know, you have a go. More parsnips. Oh, and a little, oh, I can't remember what I planted there. And that's what the plot looks like mid-August. It's quite sad to see when stuff starts to die back. It just reminds me that autumn isn't far away and then we're into winter. But look at my grapes. Bunches and bunches of grapes. What I've been doing is cutting back some of the foliage to try and let the sun get at these and hopefully give me a decent crop of grapes. It's fantastic. There we go. So there we have it. That's all that's been going on. I just picked the onions. I might dig up some potatoes and film that in a second, but apart from that, it seems to be slowing down on the plot. Right, let's dig up some spuds. I planted 7 rows of King Edward spuds this year. Never grown them before, so this is going to be a first for me. Let's do the first potato reveal, eh? Well, there we go. That doesn't look too good. Looking really small. Let's hope I find some bigger ones, eh? Well, not very impressed at the moment. Look at that. They're really small. I think that's partly my fault. Well, I know it's partly my fault, as I didn't water them as much as I probably should have. Hence the small tubers. Ah. Look at that. That's been hammered by something. Let's have one more attempt at trying to find a big one, so to speak. Well, there you go. Size isn't everything. That's what all the ladies tell me anyhow. But at least I've got some potatoes. I was hoping they'd be a bit bigger. Well, as a first potato reveal, I'm not impressed. You know, King Edward's I thought was supposed to be fairly big potatoes. These look like new potatoes to me. But then again, like I said, I didn't really look after these this year. They never got the amount of water that they probably should have. I just didn't come up as much and water them. And a lot of them seem to have been attacked and eaten by something, not me. So there we are. First potato reveal of 2016. I'd give it a resounding 2 out of 10. I guess I'm comparing them to last year's Sarpo Mira, which were the size of my head. These obviously aren't, although a couple of them are probably the size of my brain. Alright, that's it for today. It's baking hot. I'm going to go home, have a can of beer. Thanks for tuning in.